Got some news with this carport. Have this thing for 2 years, and it's starting to show its age. Tried taping up that tear down there. That tore when I went to unzip it when it was like below freezing. Some of the things I've had to do over the months of having this is I had to add some grommets here to hold this because it had actually torn. It's supposed to have these loops here like this. Supposed to have loops like that, and they had torn off, so I stuck those grommets on and used these loops to refasten that on. Another thing I did is to keep this door from blowing in and out so much, I had some rope on the outside and the inside, which, let me get this unzipped and I'll show you the inside. There's the ropes on the inside. These are just to keep the wind out. Thankfully the truck is still covered up, but we got some problems up there. I'll get to that in a little bit. The back of the frame's already painted and the windows are still in, so the snow's not going to hurt anything. I took everything off the back of the truck and put it inside the truck, but you can see how the rope has actually been chafing at this thing. This thing's been through quite a few windstorms, or rainstorms, and it's starting to get a little bit tattered. The roof on this side is all fine. Oop. Sorry. Got interrupted a little bit. Anyway, as I was saying, the seam on this side for the roof is all good. The corners are okay. I have had to reattach the hook down here. I had a metal hook originally. I had to put a grommet in and hook a strap up to that. Hook is down a little further. It looks like the hook is behind the strap there. I'll see if I can't show that on another side. But on the other hand, you get down to that side, and that's where the seam had failed on this side. Now, the wind comes from this direction and hits this door. That's why this is the worst door. And it also comes up the hill over here. So what happened is the corner had failed and the seam had failed all the way down it. Let me go on the inside. Oh, I gotta unzip that again. I'll show you on the inside what happened. 1 second. Okay, here's the seam that had failed on the other side. This is how it's attached. This is a separate piece of tarp from the outside that wraps over the frame. We come down here, here's where it had started to fail. Right there. So it's failed up to this point. And all the way over top of the roof. Here's part of the roof line. That's one actually had torn there. So the corner failed on this side as well, but I think it failed on that side first. This is just wood. This isn't going to get hurt by the rain, and some splash guards that come off the front. Let me get around the truck. Looks like my springs got plowed inside a little bit. Truck springs. And oh, looks like it hasn't failed all the way back over here. So we come down a ways. Right here. It failed up to this rope. This rope saved this the rest of this seam here, it looks like. Nope. It tore all the way back. The whole seam failed right here. So the rope is just the only thing holding this side up. You can see that had detached. I can't even hardly see where it failed from. Oh, right here. This is where the seam was at. Split all the way from here and came out here. It doesn't look like the tarp had actually torn. It's just the sewing had come undone. But even then, I see some tearing inside the tarp a little bit. So that had to be reinforced a little bit if it's going to get re-sewed up. Yeah, it failed all the way up to the top. The seam for this hasn't failed yet. This is still holding. That runs up on the other side. So that's how it gets run on that side. So yeah, we got all this is blown up. I did add some rope to help support that better because I knew we were going to get snow while we were gone. And that helped save it a little bit better so it hadn't continued to tear. This is the only spot I'm worried about keeping the rainwater off of. The rest of the truck is still going to be, the cab is going to be painted and the windows haven't come out yet, which is a good thing. So yeah, that's all torn up. Next issues is this door is starting to come apart. You can see how this was torn off. It's supposed to have a loop like this. Little Velcro loop. That one's torn off down here. This one has been repaired before. Put a grommet in with a strap, and even the strap is starting to fray a little bit from all the force. And this one's getting ready to tear off. That one's already torn off. This one's getting ready to tear off. So quite a few of these different pieces are getting tattered pretty bad. Here's the rest of that seam that had failed on that. You can see how it failed all the way over the top. And there's the other side on this door, and you can also see some of the spots from the rain, the wind all tearing at it. This is actually torn a little bit from hitting the top of this barrel a little bit. It's just a little bit chafed. That's not too bad though. And over here we got some more spots that are tearing up. This had let go. This one looks good. This one looks good. This one looks good. This one looks good. But that one had been repaired before. So this wall seems to be intact. This is the side that doesn't get all the wind. Yeah, this wall is completely intact. Nothing wrong with this wall. So it's this door, that wall, and the roof are all getting beat up by the wind. Here's this corner over here. This one's tearing over here on that wall. This one looks good. That one's been repaired. This one's been repaired. This one's been repaired. And same thing on the other side. This one's been repaired. That one's been repaired. That one's been repaired. Nice thing about these straps is these straps take the shock from the wind a little bit better than the Velcro loops. They don't have any stretch to them. And this rope has helped a lot. It's like a T-shape. This rope has helped a lot in keeping this thing from blowing in and out so much. And you'll see how there's the one on the outside and here's the one up on the top. So I gotta see about getting this all fixed. So I'll get back to you guys another day. So let you know what the game plan's gonna be. But yep, gotta get this all fixed. Gonna be able to leave the framework up. I don't think I have to take the framework down or take all the lights down. Or the rope. I'll leave that all up. So, to be continued.